was born like a petal with a promise on her head. One day she'd be wed to a golden bed. She was born like pearl from the deep dark soil, with a taste for salt and rolling girls. Where him and the unpaid daddy, they loved her dear. They loved her close and they loved her near. But the storms in her mind an ocean wild, and her eyes there held the horizon line. Well a hey ho, well a hey ho, well a hey ho, da 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 dee da do. Well a hey ho, well a hey ho, da da dee da do. Where they gave her name and they gave her shape. They gave her a clock with a golden frame. They gave her a box for the shoes of a bride, and told her to put all her hopes inside. She grew up tall with a bright, quick mind, and a smile that shone like a moonlit eye. Then she bloomed with wit and she shone with mirth, and she longed for a love that could green her earth. Well a hey ho, well a hey ho, well a hey ho, da 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 dee da do. Well a hey ho, well a hey ho, da da dee da do. Well a hey ho, well a hey ho, well a hey ho, da 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 dee da do. Well a hey ho, well a hey ho, da da dee da do.
Thank you. I just want to share the first story with you, actually, as a part of the stolen identity. Okay. My bio and experience. I'm a classical pop singer, artistic director of the Sweet Sound Ensemble, and I graduated in Griffith Conservatorium in master degree of pedagogy and performing as well. And my project, I started to have lullaby in 2009, and it's about a lullaby that doesn't have any name of mom and dad in that one, actually. And because everybody can listen to that one. I had lots of performances, the multicultural performances, since I've moved here from Iran in 2011. And another performance that I created as a rebirth, and I had a nationally and internationally performance and touring around the world with my journey actually as a singer with rebirth. And Tales of Shahzad is a 5-act bilingual opera that I made it to retrieved from 1001 Night, and it's about Shahzad stories. Kuch is another part of my creations. It's about the songs of migration, and Kuch means migration in my language, Farsi as well. And we gathered the stories and the folk songs from around the world in different languages that is, that represent love in around the world. And Secrets album I created and published it in 2020. And one of the songs become really popular with women audiences because it's just my feeling about the quarantine and about the COVID-19 and all the effects that are on me as an artist. And The Art of Time is the name of that one. Okay, and Stolen Identity is a new multi-alt music-based project. It's collected of the stories by women for women around the world. The idea behind the Stolen Identity. Stolen Identity is a collection of the real life of stories of women. And we, till now, are gathered from the Jordan, Fiji, Iran, Afghanistan, Australia, and my own personal experience about miscarriages and forcing to be pregnant and be a mom. It's good, but at the same time, you understand your body. These stories are crafted into the poems and then we create a new music on each of them. And we find out that it's when we have when we visual it, we can have more effect on people around. And this one to become a visual album, and we aim to have it in a video productions in mid of 2021, and video prefer to till end of this year we will have all the videos. We want to have the launch of the album next year. In the compositions, as you listen to the first one, we aim to add a taste of the music from each country, because it's really interesting when you hear the different sounds and different culture in that one, that you can understand this happen in different culture, in different names. My goal for Stolen Identity. During COVID-19 has shown that domestic violence against women has risen significantly around the world, specifically in countries in Europe and in my country, in Iran. This project intends to encourage people to have a better understanding of women's rights. We want to provide support to women and empower them to know that they can survive these difficult times and they thrive. Stolen Identity, fortunately, supported by Creative Partnership Australia through the MatchLab program. To be honest, when you want to do the pop music, or when you want to say just, okay, love me, something like that, you can have the fund from everywhere. But when you want to tell the stories and you want to change something with your art, nobody there to support it, to be honest, because these days it's a commercial day, and they just want to put the money to entertain each other, not telling some real stories. And I'm fortunate that it's the first woman, and your donation will be good toward the production of this new album, as well as the production of the music video that will feature diverse community of women throughout Australia. The aim of this project is to create a music video for each of these songs to be shared online across all social media platforms. And the other supports, and I really love to have it from the women, actually, to talk about these things and share your stories with me. And I need your help, actually, to sharing this. And maybe we can be louder when we are together. Yeah. And MatchLab, you can find out about the MatchLab during the links, and I will provide and about the MatchLab, and I will give you about that one. Actually, till end, I just want to share a little story of that one. 2 years ago, and after my last project, Tales of Sherzad, I thought of inspiring my new work as the story of my life as an Iranian woman, as I can't sing publicly in Iran. Okay, I can be in a choir, I can sing for the women, but I can't sing publicly. I started to have my performances 11 years that I came here, and before that in Austria, actually. And okay, life as an Iranian woman with all the hardships and joys is had. In the meantime, one of my students came and told me her own life story. She told me to use my music to tell these stories to make a change in views. I could not sleep that night. And from that day, I started collecting stories of women from different lands who could escape sexual harassment, domestic violence, and cultural taboos. And now, they are successful and happy human beings. They use their wound as a beacon. And I will publish one of the songs for the Women's Day, for all of us. The name of that, the shoebox that you hear, is based on one of these stories from Jordan, a girl who grew up in an educated family, but according to the past traditions, had to marry the person that the family chose. A girl who decided not to have arranged marriage after getting a university degree and having a good job. She immigrated, actually escaped, to Australia under the pretext of continuing her education. But the fear of losing the family she loves still prevents her from living freely. But how long will these stories be repeated in different shape and in different lands? Stolen Identity, dedicated to all free and fighting women and their companions and all human beings of all gender. Just think, pause, and change for a few minutes. Happy Women's Day.